I think the dream of every journalist is to bring the viewer where it's been, like where it's been reporting, and you know, like as a journalist, you're always very frustrated when you come back to the newsroom and you've seen all these amazing things, and you can't really describe it how amazing it was. And I think that immersion really brings the viewer where you've been. It was during the presidential election, and we've been to Emmanuel Macron backstage right before a meeting. And you know, what was interesting to see at that moment was not the journalist interviewing Emmanuel Macron. It was the whole environment of this backstage, and you have like communication, makeup, security. All this thing gives information to your audience on what is it exactly to be at that specific moment candidate of the presidential election. Well, the challenge at the beginning was to identify gateways because we really wanted to do VR stories that are worthy. So we identified 4 gateways that nice and works in VR. First one would be immersion. So when you have a lot of things happening around the camera, it's worthy to be there in 360. Empathy is also a gateway. So being close to someone, understanding him, just have a special relationship with your interviewee. Then the third one would be breaking the frame. So the idea is in 360 you can actually see all the environment and not a small part of the image. So that's one. And the fourth one would be shift perspectives. I don't think that immersion is more than journalism. I think that immersion is a new media. I think that immersion brings something new to journalism, but it doesn't replace TV or radio or newspapers. We have to create good content, and we really need to ask ourselves, is it worth it to do it in VR or in AR? And you don't have to use it as a gadget, otherwise it's just not worth it to use this kind of technology. It was the case like 1 year ago, but now technology, hardware, software are really ready to be used by journalists and go inside the newsroom. So I think it's becoming cheaper and easier to produce VR and AR content, and I think that it's really going to become something that everyone can do. So I'm not worried about that. I think that technology is going to move faster than we think.